so for the list, I'm gonna start with the main deck, I guess. We'll play one of the Schwarzschild Grade 0 Ride Chain original, because when you ride Gravitable Dragon on top of it, you check top 7 for the Grade 2, or the Grade 3, but we don't play the Grade 3, so check top 7 for the Grade 2. It's pretty good. If not, if we whiff, we just keep it in Sol, because Sol is more important than having a 4k rear guard. For the 3s, we play for Chaos Breaker Crisis. I think Crisis is really good. It's still your preferred Grade 3 ride. Just for the second effect, to be honest. Like, the on-stride lock is decent, but it's not as relevant. The retire to draw is kind of good. Depending on the matchup, obviously. Some matchups you just want to keep the whole field locked down, like against Genesis Mill deck, because that, oh my lord. Anyway, moving on. So, secondary Grade 3 was obviously run Chaos Breaker Close. Really good card. When discarded, Solus 1. Your opponent chooses a card from his hand and places it as lock. Really strong. And the other skill is okay as well. I guess on place or on stride of Star Vader. You discard a Star Vader card from hand and choose on your opponent's rear guards and lock it. So this is your opponent chooses, this you choose. To be honest, you don't really care what you Superior Ride into in this deck. As long as you Superior Ride, it's kind of okay, because your strides do most of your jobs. The only reason you don't really want Superior Ride into close is because the bet to discard him. Apart from that, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's still a good card. Yeah, discard is not great, but like, yeah. Controlled lock is also very strong. Then I play one Chaos Breaker Dragon, because you want Chaos in his card name. I considered, like, people tell me, oh, play Schwarzschild. Like, what the fuck? Like, let's be honest. He's tried into any Chaos unit and you don't have a Chaos card, a heart, you're not gonna have a good time. So, honestly, don't play Schwarzschild in this deck. Some people around blast a joke, and I get that, because Legion helps you survive for a little bit longer if you're decking out. But at the same time, it's not a Chaos, and it's not even a Cyber Dragon, so you can't even Spirit Ride with him. So, yeah, I prefer this. There is an argument to be made for Chaos Bringer, because it's actually on place, on ride, Canvas 1, local back row. The Limit Break is relevant because, yeah, because it's search for this. That's a good skill. Thing is, I low-key prefer to have this Limit Break occasionally available than Chaos Brinner's on ride lock, because back row lock is very easy in this deck anyway. It's just the front row that this deck can struggle with. So yeah, anyway, for the 2s, play 4 Gravity Collapse Dragon. On hit, check up 5. Place Cyber Dragon in the same circle as this unit at rest, so it does Superior Ride, and well, you get to stride. It's basically like a pseudo-Ezel thing. If you go first and you hit and you Superior Ride, you can stride while your opponent's on Grade 2, and it's very funny. Although granted, Ezel is a lot better because it gets Superior Ride when your opponent's on Grade 1 and get the Excel Circle and all that, but that's not the point, is it? Next I'll play 3 Dubnium? Is that how I pronounce it? I guess so. He's amazing. At the end of your turn, so +1 retire him. Your opponent just, if you do, your opponent just one of his or her rear guards and locks it. Or Gem Break 2, the main skill. Gem Break 2 can +1 when it attacks, your opponent can choose a card from his or her hand and call it a slot. If he or she does not, you get to draw a card, and this unit gets to get +1000 power. Really good in everything that's not Genesis Mill. Sorry, my friend played against me with Genesis Mill, and it's like, this is the worst deck to play against Genesis Mill. I have to acknowledge a few things at the end of this profile about kind of what I would consider changing, maybe. Actually, I'll do this as I go along. So, Strange Dragon is one of the things I consider changing, because my logic of playing him at the moment is he can be a booster, And with Gravity Ball Dragon, he can get plus 4k extra, and he can gain plus 4k from his own skill. But what I come to realize is you don't really want to waste his skill if you can't log. And also because it logs during the battle phase on attack, it misses timing for something. So if you want to be more controlly with Deluge, etc., be more specific on which rearguard circle you want locked before you deal a damage to your opponent, Photon will be better, and I'm actually strongly considering Photon at the moment. I'm not sure. To be honest, Photon might be better, but I do like the pressure that this card gives later on in the game when you're pushing with Glue Ball or something like that. It's really good. A card that I'm really glad I added actually is this. I don't even know his name. Globuladia. Honestly, there's so many weird names in Link Joker as well. This card is good. It just occupies rearguard circles. It can become a 15k on its own. So it makes numbers as well. And it's just nice to have your opponent fill up their board, because if you can get them to 5 rearguards, say the Northern Exile clan, 5 rearguards, you board lock them with Glue Ball and it's all good. You have control of the game. However, if they're managing to evade you and keep their front row unlocked, that's a problem. That is definitely a problem. So, yeah, this card's really good. I'm actually considering to bump this up to 3 as well. I'm not really sure what I'll take down though, because I like the ratios of everything else, I'll be honest. Play 4 Gravity Ball Try. If you get him, if you get the right, check up 7 for Gravity Collapse. Pretty good. If not, the reason we play the new one as opposed to the old one is it actually has a skill that's relevant in this deck. It gives plus 4k to all of your other Cyber Dragon units in the same row. So, back row, not column. Just to be specific. I consider playing the old one because it makes the Severe Ride for Gravity Collapse so much more consistent. But after that, it becomes a dead 7k, while this is an 8k and it's not dead. It's actually quite relevant with the numbers. The plus 4k comes in really handy. Following up, we play for Zinc. Zinc is still very good. It's quite interesting how I ended up playing for Zinc now as opposed to 3, what I used to play back in the day. It's just Soul became so much more relevant. You use so much more Soul than you did before. So yeah, Zinc is really good. You just want to see her. You're not going to use all 4 of them ever in the game. You're probably already going to use 2, but you just want to have that one whenever you need it. And because we're not running tutors anymore, we don't run Calling Maker in this deck anymore, we don't run Carbon anymore in this deck, you just want to be able to see Zinc. So we play 4. Good card, 10 out of 10. Play 2 Strive Enablers. I wish I had space for more. I kind of wish I would play 3. That would be my comfort zone number. But these are less important than Zinc, and they're less important than getting your Gravity Collapse Dragon. And also, I think long term, they're less important than even having this, because this makes good numbers. And then we play Sentinels. We play 2 of the Salve ADPG and 2 of the Drop PGs. Lovely thing about the Salve ADPG, it's not restricted to like having another drop, which makes it really good. Drop PGs. A, they're 10k. B, you need to play 6 draws. And C, basically having to split helps you with some weird card restricting, getting around some stupid card restricts. So yeah, it's pretty good. Following up with the triggers, play 4 more draws, as I said 6 draws, but I play the non-Starvader ones. So the Starvader names aren't that relevant anymore. You don't really care about Crisis skill too much. If you get like 1 Counter Blast, the Starvader, you're good, because you will unflip that with Zinc and use that Counter Blast just for Crisis and posts, like the first 2 turns really. First 2 strike turns, you're not going to be using Crisis skill anymore because it's just too expensive, and you'd rather be applying pressure with something like Damnium or, you know, even still, I don't want to say it, just discard, you know. It's too long, man. Following up, we'll play 3 paradigm shifts. I chose to play 3 because it's a 5k. I think 10k triggers are very relevant at the moment for Chaos because you don't have multi-attacks, you just have pressure. So opted to play only 3. Yes, it returns the deck and locks cards, it's really good. But it's also a 10k shield and numbers are getting bigger, so we need to adapt to that with the meta. And yeah, so play 3 of the new crits. I really wish I could go just 12 crit chaos and not care, but you need draw triggers in this deck. You need to be able to get combo pieces. You need to fish out for closes, because closes is basically discard 1, you know, for your opponents. It's really good. And then for V heals, as I said, 10k power triggers are really relevant for this deck. I tested the Counter Soul Judge one at 2 and I tested it at 1. Issue is it's a 5k trigger. Checking a heal on 6 damage is great. It's even greater when it's a 10k heal, because suddenly not only have you now survived, but your body is now 10k more and you're more likely to survive further attacks. And also 20k base shield is good, just in case you get an early game rush or something, having a 20k body to take the hit for you is really good. So for the strides, played 2 Deluge. Deluge is amazing. Yeah, I really should be playing 3, but I do not own a 3rd. So because I don't really go more into 2 of them anyway, I'm going to save the money at the moment and keep the 2. Recommended build would be 3 though. Deluge is just too good. Then play 4 Universe and 1 Universe Althani. The logic is with this is 1 Althani, you still have a Universe, and then whatever the hell is left is used for Deluge. I'll be honest with you guys, every game that I played with this deck, I've never went into both Althani and Universe. I went into either one or the other. So you could even replace these 2 for something else. I've been considering some stuff, maybe increasing G Guardian count. I've also been working on a troll build where you play Integral Messiah and Flagellate Messiahs, but that's honestly pure Chaos at the moment is better with the new support and stuff, and with Chaos Breaker close. I was kind of working on that build before close, I think got revealed. I don't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter. For Blue Ball. It's still relevant. You know, it really annoys me the fact that this is getting a new skill, because this skill is still amazing. I'm like, well, what do you... If you want me to choose between having 2 lock the field plus 3k for each locked card and whatever the hell the new thing is going to be. The new thing is better be amazing, because otherwise it's not going to be around this deck. This is still a really good card. A field locker is amazing, and especially when you get the Deletor promo, which is on place for +1 and your opponent's board is basically a mega locked. I don't really see how the new can be competing with this, unless the new one is more relevant to other Star Vaders, or maybe just Link Joke in general. Possible. Anyway, then we'll finish up with 1 Stark. Yeah, it won my game today. It was good. I like Stark. This is one of my favorite Zero Dragons, just because of its art. It's okay, you don't go into him too much. It's quite nice to have him available and then have 2 Damniums, because just in case people are just as confused with Link Joker names as I am, I'm talking about this card. If you have 2 of them in the front row and 4 open combats, obviously combats 2 for this, then having these 2 potentially gain 10k is really good. And then at the end of turn, because you are Stark and you're probably not going to be locking in anything, because Chaos Breaker Crisis does require you to try a Star Vader, so it is close, so you're probably not locking anything, but being able to just Soul Blast, retire this, lock something just in case you failed, and then try to grind them off on a grade 3 game, it's pretty good. G Guardians play 1 Destiny Guardian, we play 1 Gleam Clone, 1 Lux Karina, and 1 of this. And this should be the Cosmo Wreath. I don't have a Cosmo Wreath right now because they're out of stock and I'm not paying like £2 postage just to get a rare card. I should be getting side deck in hopefully at some point, and when I do, that will probably have some Cosmo Wreath in there, and that's when I'll replace the Gleam Clone with Cosmo Wreath. This card is good. To be fair, the Gleam Clone is not bad in this deck because simply sometimes, yeah, the straight up draws better than discard and draw, no argument there. But the fact that this does not take a Soul Blast is better in some situations when you want to conserve Soul for your next turn. This is still Anti-Link Joker, or I'm just going to draw and get Big Shield. And this is Bioblasters. I had a Royal Paladin deck and I was playing against Messiah and he ran 2 of him. I 2 of her. And yeah, my Vlogals were dead. It was not fun. So, hope you enjoyed the deck profile. It's quite interesting that this deck is now relevant again. Yeah, it's seen tops in Japan, which is quite crazy. Even though it has no markers, it literally just got some triggers and that's it. It's quite nice. I really like Chaos. It's my favorite deck of all time. That doesn't mean I'm always going to play it 24/7. But it's just, I don't know, it's something about Chaos that I love. Just the artwork, the theme of Chaos, the control aspect of Chaos and allowing your opponent to have fun. Brilliant. Love it. Vanguard's not for having fun, please. Anyway, this has been DP from Team Triple Drive. Hope you enjoyed this video. I've recorded the last 2 videos very tired, but I really want to get the profiles out. And I'll see you in the next one.